Well, gang, it's been another scorcher of a week for the Los Angeles real estate market. And you know, I have a real love-hate relationship with the Los Angeles real estate market. On the one hand, it's amazing. I love it. It's endlessly fascinating. It's big. There's so many different property types. There's so many little rules and loopholes that can be taken advantage of and leveraged to really make some money in this market. And even as just a regular home buyer, I mean. But it is also merciless. Welcome to the Los Angeles Real Estate Roundup for July 7th, 2024. I hope you had a happy 4th of July. I hope you had a happy holiday weekend. Let's get right into the numbers. And we start with the median sale price of a home in Los Angeles. We're looking at the weekly data published by Redfin. And guess what, guys? We have a new all-time high median sale price of a home in Los Angeles, $929,000. We were hanging out in this $900,000 to $910,000 range. In the last 2 weeks, we have just shot up to $923K last week and $929K this week. And if that is not indication enough of what a hot and vicious market we're in, check this out. Now we're looking at off-market in 2 weeks as a percentage of pending sales. And as you can see, we have had 4 straight weeks of growth. Right now, we are at 32.1% of pending sales went off-market in 2 weeks or less. That's up from a month ago's 27.8%. And this is kind of crazy when you also consider weeks of supply. Now we had a small dip in weeks of supply last week from 13.9 to 13.5. But this is what I'm noticing. Weeks of supply here in the 13-week range is the highest we've seen in the last couple of years. Last year at this time, we were at 11.4 weeks of supply. We're even lower in 2022 and even lower in 2021. So how is it possible that pricing is at its highest point ever, that off-market in 2 weeks has been growing for the past month, and we have more supply than we've had in the past couple of years? Well, let's take a look at our inventory numbers and see what they tell us. So now we're looking at active supply in Los Angeles, and this week we were at 14,372 homes listed on the market in the LA market. That's up from last week in absolute numbers, up from 14,291. But look at that year-over-year number. Last week we were at 17.54%. More listings than this week the year before, and now we're at 17.41. So we actually dropped off just slightly. And we can see that demonstrated if we look at the year-over-year graph. We can see that we peaked relative to last year a couple weeks ago and have since been trending southward. Obviously, if pricing is going to fall, inventory is going to have to grow every week from last year. So what determines that? Whether active inventory is growing or not relative to last year? Well, first you have to look at homes sold. That's the primary way in which homes exit the housing market. And as you can see, homes sold, especially in the past few weeks, is almost identical to last year. We're selling the same number of homes as were sold last year. And if we want a sense of where this line is headed, of where homes sold is headed, we look at pending sales. Now, a home goes pending before the sale is complete. So a home that's pending now is going to be a home sold in about a month. And you can see that the past month, pending sales has actually been higher this year than last year. This week, pending sales was at 1,254 homes. That's 2% more than last year. So we can expect the homes sold line for 2024 to be above the line for 2023 in about a month. That means more homes are going to be coming off market. And as we have already seen, active listings is declining relative to last year. So this is not good news for anyone hoping that prices are going to fall. But weirdly, there is a silver lining. Right now, we're looking at the percentage of active listings that have had price drops. And as you can see, this metric has been growing for the past 11 straight weeks. Right now, we're at 4.5% of active listings have had a price drop. So what does that tell us about the Los Angeles real estate market in July 2024? Well, at the same time, this is the most expensive market we've ever had, and this is the most inventory we've had in a summer season since pre-pandemic. So the way I see it, now is a great time to ditch buying the perfect turnkey cookie-cutter home, and instead look for something that maybe needs a little bit of work to be perfect, or is a little off the beaten path, like a duplex. And if you're interested in seeing what those kinds of properties look like, go to www.househack.la, scroll to the bottom, and subscribe to my newsletter. I share numbers, headlines, and my favorite picks from the Los Angeles market for the week. And don't forget to keep watching the Los Angeles Real Estate Roundup. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next one.